Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Diogo Dalot impresses for Man United in a 3-2 friendly defeat to Borussia Dortmund. Manchester United right back Diogo Dalot produced an impressive performance during the club's 3-2 friendly defeat to Borussia Dortmund. The Red Devils ended their US preseason tour with another loss, but there were some positives to take away from the game for manager Erik ten Hag. Dalo was reinstated into the starting 11 ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and he delivered a splendid display before being replaced after the hour mark. The Portuguese scored the opening goal with a stunning curling effort from the edge of the box. Aside from this, he completed 31 out of his 34 passes with an accuracy of 91%. He delivered 3 long balls while also winning 4 duels and 2 tackles for United. Wan-Bissaka has been Ten Hag's starting right back for most of preseason, but he decided to rotate last night. Dalo grabbed his opportunity with a fine performance. He was replaced by Wan-Bissaka in the 61st minute, but the 25-year-old was poor with his cameo. He did not contest any duel and was responsible for Dortmund's winner. The Crystal Palace graduate gifted possession straight to Marco Reus with a lame pass in the final third, and it was costly as Moukoko made it 3-2 for Dortmund. United's next friendly will be against Lens at Old Trafford on Saturday. They face Athletic Bilbao in Dublin 24 hours later. In our view, Ten Hag should pick his best 11 for the home game. Dalo should be a strong candidate to start over Wan-Bissaka after his top showing against Dortmund. The Portuguese star has a point to prove at the Red Devils, having seen his playing time drastically reduced during the second half of the previous campaign. David Moyes wants Harry Maguire at West Ham, but unsure over summer deal. West Ham United manager David Moyes is keen on signing Manchester United defender Harry Maguire, but remains unsure over a summer deal, The Athletic report. The England international struggled for regular playing time under manager Erik ten Hag last term. He made just 16 starts for the Red Devils in all competitions. This has led to speculation that he could leave the club, but United are clear that they would only consider his departure if their £40 million price tag is met. The Hammers recently failed with an opening offer of £20 million for him, and Moyes is unsure whether the club will keep pushing to sign the 30-year-old centre-back. Maguire's wages are on the higher side at £190,000 a week. Lucas Paqueta is currently the highest paid player at the Hammers. The Brazilian earns £150,000 weekly. West Ham are also doubtful whether Maguire would be keen to make the move. Maguire started alongside Lisandro Martinez in central defense last season, but lost his place to Rafael Varane after poor displays versus Brighton and Hove Albion and Brentford. He made just 6 more starts in the top flight over the campaign. The likes of Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw were preferred over him when Varane and Martinez were injured. Ten Hag recently made the decision to strip Maguire from the captaincy, which is a clear indication that he is no longer considered as a potential starter for the manager. Despite this, United are unlikely to sell him on the cheap. If Maguire were to head for the exit door, Ten Hag will most certainly urge the club to pursue a replacement. As things stand, it seems more likely that Maguire could stay at the club next season unless the Hammers or any other side come close to their valuation of the defender. Marcus Rashford thought about leaving Manchester United last summer amid PSG links. Marcus Rashford has revealed he considered a move away from Manchester United before Erik ten Hag took over as manager last summer. The 25-year-old endured a tough 21-22 season where he found the back of the net just 5 times. Paris Saint-Germain were reportedly interested in signing Rashford and even met the player's representatives. When asked if he thought about leaving Old Trafford after the tough spell, he replied via The Guardian, "Before the manager, came, maybe a little bit, but it's football, it happens. Everything is going to happen for a reason, and he came to the club at the right time for me. The timing worked out. He also described what brought the best out of him under the Dutchman. He went on to add, freedom. We were just a little bit rigid in the past. Sometimes you are not enjoying your football, and that was the case with me. I wasn't enjoying my football as much as I should be, as much I was used to enjoying it. Because of that, it influenced my performance, and ultimately, that's how I am as a person. If I'm not happy, then it's difficult for me to play my best football. Rashford ended all the speculation over his future by signing a new 5-year contract with the Red Devils. He is now one of the highest paid players at United and must take even more responsibility next campaign. He bagged 30 goals last season to become only the second United player to achieve the feat since Robin van Persie in the 12-13 season. With Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund set to join the club, the England international will have some of the goal-scoring burden taken off his shoulders. However, Ten Hag will be hoping that Rashford does not rest on his laurels. The previous campaign showed the forward has the capability to be among the best in the league. Erik Ten Hag speaks on Andre Onana replacing David De Gea in Man United's goal. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has heaped praise on a new signing, Andre Onana, and believes he will bring something different on the field. The Red Devils signed the Cameroonian star from Inter Milan earlier this month. He had an impressive debut in the friendly against Real Madrid this week. Despite conceding twice, Onana was exciting to watch between the sticks. He completed 39 out of his 41 passes attempted against Carlo Ancelotti's side. He delivered 4 long balls while making 3 saves and 1 high claim. The former Ajax man also registered 1 successful run out for the Red Devils. In an interview with BBC Sport before the Dortmund game was played, Ten Hag was asked about the change from David De Gea to Onana this summer, and he was full of praise for the 27-year-old. The Dutch tactician said that Onana is a great goalkeeper who has a different profile. He added that something will change with him on the field. Ten Hag said the following, he is a great goalkeeper and has a different profile. That's why we wanted to sign him. With him, something will change in our game. De Gea kept an impressive 25 clean sheets in the recent campaign. Out of those, 17 came in the Premier League as he won the Golden Glove award. Despite the positives, the Spaniard was unconvincing with his distribution. He struggled to make short passes against the press and put the ball out of play on occasions. The 32-year-old was also vulnerable when facing long shots. He conceded 4 goals due to goalkeeping errors in the top flight. This led to criticism from some supporters. In Onana, United have a big upgrade in goal next season. The Cameroonian is better with his all-round attributes. He is strong with the ball at his feet, which Ten Hag prefers. The Cameroonian is also very mobile. He has the ability to make high claims when required and does not shy away from operating as a sweeper-keeper at times. We are not surprised that the manager is delighted to have him in the squad. Hopefully, United can improve on last season and challenge for the league title. Manchester United announced major sponsorship agreement with Adidas. Manchester United have announced that they have agreed to extend their current contract with Adidas to 2035 after reuniting the brand with United back in the 15-16 season. In an official statement made on the club's website, United have announced the extension of the agreement with a renewed emphasis on the women's team who were reintroduced to the club back in 2018. This will come as a huge boost for United, with there being ongoing uncertainty around shirt sponsors at rivals Chelsea, for example. United know they are financially secure for the next decade and beyond. The new sponsorship deal is said to be the biggest in the Premier League history, according to Chris Wheeler, which goes to show the importance and the appeal of the United brand, despite the struggles on the pitch over the last decade. United's 10-year agreement with Adidas is said to be the biggest in Premier League history, worth £900 million, Willer tweeted. He continued, "The deal is worth £90 million per season, a significant increase on current deal." The previous deal saw United earn around £75 million a season as a minimum, according to the Daily Mail, so this will see an increase of £15 million a season as a minimum. However, the statement does also say that the amount United receives will be subject to certain adjustment. This could well be a clause if United fail to qualify for the UEFA Champions League 2 seasons in a row, or it could be an adjustment to the overall final figure of the agreement. Rasmus Højlund defeats all in telling stat that justifies a price tag. Rasmus Højlund is set to sign for Manchester United. He comes with a hefty fee, which has led to scrutiny from fans. However, as stat has proven, we shouldn't be too worried about the price tag. Fabrizio Romano reported recently that United had finally come to an agreement with Atalanta for the transfer of Højlund. The Athletic were then quick to jump on with details, stating that the deal was worth €75 million plus €10 million in performance-related add-ons. It's a hefty fee for a 20-year-old. This has left many making immediate comparisons, specifically to Erling Haaland, who obviously had a ridiculous goal-scoring record at Højlund's age. Nevertheless, a stat that sees Højlund rank higher than many elite forwards proves that United are getting a top talent. Here is a statistic gathered by Twitter user State of Footy, which showcases some of Europe's most clinical forwards and their goal tallies at the age of 19 in all competitions. Højlund 16, Van Persie 15, Ramos 15, Suarez 15, Balotelli 11, Aubameyang 10, Vlahovic 9, Benzema 8, Kane 5, Cavani 2, Younes 1, and Osimhen 0. Now, this stat doesn't necessarily take into account how much these players were sold for, but it's a good indication that Højlund shouldn't be judged until he does the business in a Manchester United shirt. Big blow for Man United as Chelsea reach agreement to sign defender Axel Disasi. Manchester United have been handed a big blow, with Chelsea reaching an agreement to sign Monaco defender Axel Disasi this summer. Disasi has been on United's radar since the beginning of March. It was recently claimed that they could explore a deal if Harry Maguire leaves. Chelsea have now won the race to sign him from Monaco for €45 million. This is a setback for United, who have missed out on another central defender. The Red Devils were initially keen on signing Kim Min-jae from Napoli this summer, but the South Korean star chose to join Bayern München instead. Disasi has been the backup option for United, but he is now on his way to Stamford Bridge. The Red Devils have been fancied to sign a new centre-back this summer, but that is largely dependent on whether Maguire heads for the exit door. So far, that appears unlikely to happen. United currently value their former captain at £40 million. No club has been willing to meet their price for him. West Ham United recently made a £20 million offer, which was immediately rejected by the hierarchy. With Maguire going nowhere, United could cease their plans of pursuing a central defender for another year. The 30-year-old is happy to fight for his spot. Disasi would have been a good upgrade on Maguire. The Frenchman is a strong physical player with an aerial presence. He likes to make progressive passes. He seems ideally suited for the Premier League. Disasi is set to reunite with his former Monaco teammate Benoit Badiashile at Chelsea. He only joined in January. West Ham United submit offer for Sofiane Amrabat. West Ham United are reportedly interested in signing Manchester United target Sofiane Amrabat. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, they have put an offer on the table worth €30 million, but the player is still waiting on Man United. The Red Devils have not yet made an official bid. Personal terms are not an issue, as the player is eager to come to Old Trafford. Erik Ten Hag is a fan of the player, having worked with him at FC Utrecht. Amrabat's physical and technical profile suits the team perfectly. United consider him a viable option to strengthen the midfield. His versatility would allow Ten Hag to experiment with different tactical ideas. For the given price of 30 million euros, the transfer would represent a great value. Man United are restricted in spending due to financial fair play, hence cannot exceed a specific limit. They are yet to announce the signing of Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta publicly. Mrabat is said to have made up his mind on leaving Fiorentina. He is excited about a new challenge. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.